Hello there everyone, Jedi Brick here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my Imperial Army. Now, this is pretty much what I did with the clone army from a few weeks ago, but this time I have included most of my Imperial builds, what would fit on the table and what I had available. So, let's start with these builds, then we'll move into those minifigures. So, we'll be starting off on this side of the table. Don't mind that light back there, that's just for my lighting. But over here we have the TIE collection. Now this is the TIE bomber that came out last year, or maybe it was this year. I'm not really sure with the years on some of these things, but yeah, this is the TIE bomber, and behind that, this is a TIE interceptor. This isn't the version that came out this year in that $100 set. This is actually this TIE fighter, but with the wings rebuilt. I found the instructions online. And if I can find the person who made that video, I will put a link to that video. But yeah, this is a really cool build, and I wasn't going to buy the $100 set just for the TIE Fighter because I don't really want the Mandalorian Starfighter. But I think this is a really good substitute for that, especially when you can get this TIE Fighter for only $30. And yeah, this is the 2021-22 TIE Fighter. Probably one of my favorite TIE Fighter builds of all time. I do like the solo one as well, but this one's really good too. I like the size and how cheap it was compared to that one, only $40 when it came out. It's a great way to get a TIE Fighter and build up an army. I kind of want to get one more, but I think they're retired at this point. I'm not really sure, but yeah. And moving on over here, this is one of the Imperial, I'm not really sure what the name is, but it came in a battle pack back in 2019 for the 20th anniversary of Star Wars, and it came with some good troopers, and it's probably one of my favorite battle packs of all time, honestly, because you get stormtroopers, and I like army building stormtroopers a lot, probably more than I like army building clone troopers, to be honest with you. But moving up back here, this is the AT Hauler from the second wave of solo sets. And this is a really solid build too. I like this one. It came out a lot. I think it's a really cool ship and everything. I hope we see it more in Star Wars, just because I do think it's really unique looking and just cool in general. But moving up over here, this is the Imperial shuttle that came out the same year as the smaller version of the TIE Fighter, as well as the small version of the X-Wing. And I did modify those landing gear back there to make it sit up higher. And I do like the way this looks too. It did get a lot of hate because of that nose, but I did manage to modify mine quite a bit to make it look better. So I'm pretty pleased with the way that came out. But moving up over here, this is the Inquisitor Transport Scythe from the Kenobi wave of sets. Now this is probably one of my favorite ship builds in Star Wars, period. This is such an amazing build. I mean, yeah, it's all black, but I love the shaping on this, just the way it looks, just an amazing set. And if you don't have it, I highly recommend going out and buying it. It is just phenomenal, and you get some really good figs with that too. But moving back here, this is the Darth Vader Sith Interceptor that I built a few days ago, and that video is up on my channel. But moving back there, that is the Rogue One ATST, probably the best ATST build of all time. The Hoth one that came out last year was pretty good too, but I think this one is just the best. And now we have the minifigures. Now, in this base plate, there's over 50 minifigures, so we'll start from left to right just to make it easier than going all over the place. So let's start over there. So starting over here, we have one of the Imperial Guards. The other one is on the other side, but I just kind of wanted it to look somewhat symmetrical and stuff. And right beside that guard, we have Director Krennic from the his shuttle back in Rogue One. Moving back there, we have 3 of the Death Troopers. I think I do have one more, I just couldn't find it. And we also have one of the Shadow Troopers, as well as K2SO, a Imperial droid, and the Imperial Gonk droid. You get that really nice Imperial insignia right there on the side. And then behind that Death Trooper, we have one of the Hover Tank Troopers. I do have one more, I just couldn't find that one either. But moving back here is 6 of the Death Troopers from the Luke Skywalker attack set or something like that. Really good set too. I did buy 2 of them, and you get some really nice Death Troopers in that set. But moving up here closer to the front, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn with the upgrades that I made in one of my last videos. And right here you can see a whole row of Stormtroopers. Really pleased with the way that looks. I did have an even number, thankfully, because I did want it to look even, as close as possible. You can see a mix of the Rogue One style Stormtroopers in there, which are my favorite kinds of Stormtroopers. Like, these guys were peak Stormtrooper, in my opinion. They just look amazing. I don't like the new style helmets, and you can see some of the older versions as well. But these are some of the newest ones. The newer ones have the white hips and like some different printing. I'm not a fan of these ones. I think they look kind of goofy with their oversized, like, bulky looking helmets. But moving up to the other side, you have an Imperial officer right there. And moving back there is a small row of Stormtroopers, or the Snowtroopers. There's 6 of those. And there is a Hoth Scout and a AT-AT pilot, sorry. And then back there, these are the Stormtroopers from the Imperial Patrol set from Solo. And I modified them to look like the versions that we saw in Jedi Survivor when he was on Coruscant. And I think that looks pretty cool with the spears and the shields. Moving back there, we have one of the, I'm not really sure what the official name is for this Stormtrooper, but is the yellow one from The Mandalorian. And we have a older version of the Sand Trooper with the Rogue One style helmet. And moving back there, we have 2 of the black Shadow Troopers, as well as the dark gray version from that battle pack, the same as the Shadow Troopers. But now, moving up to the side right there, we have Emperor Palpatine, and we have Darth Vader right there. Nothing special with those figures. Here's another Imperial officer. And moving back there, we have one of the Death Star technicians, as well as 3 members of Inferno Squad. And then we have the other 2 guards and some TIE pilots. There's 3 of those. This one right here is the Rebels version. This is from one of the TIE Fighter microfighters. And then back there are the 3 Inquisitors. This one was a custom with some of the parts from Reva. And I might do a video on her at some point, but that was just a custom one that I made for, like, my own reasons and everything. But yeah, this is the Imperial Army. I'm pretty pleased with this. I might do another video, like, next year or something, if I get more troopers or more sets. If I can get the camera to stop shaking, sorry. But yeah, this is my Imperial Army. I mean, I know a lot of people have giant things of Stormtroopers and TIE Fighters and stuff, but this is just all the stuff that I've collected from over the years. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I might do another army video with, like, bounty hunters, or maybe, like, rebel army or something, but that might be a little bit, because I am starting college and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please stay tuned for some more videos. I do have some more Spider-Man customs coming out in the next few days, as well as a haul video from something I acquired on Whatnot. So stay tuned for all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.